the bank. For example, if you can do one of these, oof, you should be like, oh God. Hey, what's poppin', everyone? Welcome back to another video. Now, I am completely freezing right now, but I've gotten a lot of comments recently asking for like tutorial videos, and I'm hitting you guys with one right now. We're gonna put a bunch of tricks that are gonna be super easy and they'll impress your friend. Like this stuff you can probably learn in 5-10 minutes, maybe 20 or so, depends on your skill level. But this is gonna be some of the top easiest tricks you can do that'll literally impress your friends. They're gonna be like, oh my God, he's so much better. They're gonna be jealous, right?
Yeah.
How jealous are they gonna be?
Like
really,
so
really jealous. Yeah, see, he knows what's good. So yeah, we're gonna ride for a little bit and I'm gonna teach you guys some easy stuff. I promise you, like he said, it's gonna be super easy to learn, right? Right? Like even, like I taught you, what are you doing touching my legs? Come on. Can I put you in my vlog? Yeah. Comment below what this guy looks like. Who does he remind you of?
What's going on out here? We're at Radnor.
Kind of reminds me of like the male version of, what's her name? Rapunzel with less long hair. Yeah, he knows I'm right. That's why he's not looking at me. Oh yeah? Oh yeah! That was good. You were like this close to hitting your back wheel, but we're gonna roll with it, all right? Because I don't want you to keep trying that and do the same thing. Okay, so I have a few tricks I want to do, specifically on this half pipe right here, there, it's everywhere, all this amazingness. You know what I'm saying, right? So we're gonna go like one of these. Ah, frick! Imagine it was first try. That would have been. What? All right, so the specific trick I want to do is whip to board and then heel on the quarter. So I'll do it without the slide part because that's the hard part. So like this, boom, or frickin' not, because straight trash, right?
Straight freaking trash.
Dude, exactly. This dumb. It shouldn't. No, bro. You know what? Screw me. Okay, we'll try and actually do like the non-hard part again. So like this, boom, boom, like that. Okay. Pretty simple. We just gotta do the whole sliding part, which is the difficult one, right?
That's what I'm saying.
That's what she's saying, okay? He's saying all the stuff. Bro, you're looking mad sus right now. You got the water bottle all, yo! All right, let's try and do the whip part first and then a board. Okay, just like that. Now we just gotta heel whip out. Should be simple. All right, let's try it again. Boom. Oh my God. See, I can't do a friggin' feeble because that just doesn't count. All right, come on, please. Good time's a charm. No, it's not. Frick, my front wheel touched. Dude, I suck, like for real.
Your front, nobody even saw that.
I saw it. Dude, this half pipe's doing me dirty, okay? Oh! Yeah, man! Oh, we friggin' did it. Yeet. Oh! All right, second thing, we're gonna do a line, okay? This is gonna be a little bit more difficult because I've done the first thing, but I have never done the second one. So I'm gonna go decade over the big hip like this. Here, I'll watch like this, ready, okay? So pretty much 270 heel whip, right? Good, oh God, whip. Oh! Holy cow! I nearly died. I almost got folded like an omelet. Yeah, that was not supposed to happen at all, okay? Completely wrong grind, but I mean, I walked away from it without bruising my hip, so I'm good for now. Just for now, though. Third time's the charm. Good? Good? Ah! Robbed like a bank. Please work. I don't know if we're gonna do this all day. Good? Oh God. Oh, you know what? I don't even care. That counts for me. Because that would have taken me at least another 30 minutes just to freaking slide. All right, whatever. Third one, ready? This is gonna be a little bit more interesting, okay? Pretty much gnarly as frick. All right, so if you guys see this hover right here, just like this. Oh! Okay, that was not planned. My point is, I wanna grind up it over into the thing, into this bank right here. So all the way across, like I'm driving the pyramid, but my board's side up. Up the thing, over, bar spin, land in the bank. Now let me just hit the gap first. Oh! Nope, slide me a rebate actually. Oh! Oh, frick, a case. Last one, please. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Ugh. First try, please. Oh, oh yeah, let's go. Oh, we're in the game, dude. Okay, so here we are. We're gonna do some five of the easiest tricks that you can do to impress your friends, right? So you guys are gonna be like, oh my goodness, these are so easy, I promise you. Ready? Okay, so first one, if you guys can already tail whip, you can already feeble, this trick looks really, really cool. So what I'm gonna teach you guys how to do is whip to feeble. You can do whip, double whip, triple whip, whatever it is, a trick to feeble, but the first one is whip to feeble. It's super easy, and it's also really fun, but it looks hard, which is the whole point of this. Here, I'll show you guys real fast. So obviously you have to be able to tail whip, and you obviously have to be able to do a feeble. But just to put it together, it's just like a whip fly out. You just land back on the coping. Here, I'll go to the GoPro and show you a little bit more. Okay, so whip feeble, like I said, one of the easier tricks you can do. It's actually so simple. All you have to do is pop out a little bit more, and then you'll literally be in the game. And the beauty of this trick is you can learn it on a quarter, on a coping, on freaking a ledge, whatever you want to do. Rails are a little harder, but coping in this case is probably the easiest way to go. So what I would say, the easiest way to probably do this is just like on a tiny quarter. So like this. Boom, start small, and then if you get good at it enough and comfortable, you can do it on a big one like this. So once you get good at it, you find a perfect quarter that you're a little bit more comfortable with, but it's also a little bigger, just like this. Boom, whip feeble. Simple, just pop out more and commit. Put both feet on. Just don't pop out too much to the point where you land and you come backwards down the ramp like that, because that's not what you want, trust me. All right, so now you guys know how to do that. Second one, it's a little bit harder, but it's a completely different type of trick. This one is called a 270. Now, you can do this pretty much anywhere, but I'm gonna teach you guys how to do it into stuff. So first thing first, for this trick, you'd preferably be able to 360. Maybe 180 if you're really just trying to send it, but 360 is probably where you wanna start with this. Now, this trick's actually pretty gnarly, and I did it into the biggest ramp in America. Here, I'll play the clip real fast, because it's pretty freaking cool. Anyway, so the best place to learn this is probably on a bank, so I'm gonna show you right now. All right, so like I mentioned earlier, you want to be able to at least 360, so 360 like that. If you can do it flat, that's great, but if you can also do it like out of a bank, for example, if you can do one of these, oof, you should be like, oh God. That was not meant to happen at all. Okay, so the easiest way to learn this is in a bank, like I said. So all you have to do, find a steep enough or a mellow enough bank, whatever you like, and learn how to drop in like this. First step is boom, front side 180 in, or 90, whatever you want. It's a small turn, but you gotta do a front side, which is why I said you have to be able to 180 at least, because if you don't know how to spin, this just simply ain't gonna work for you. Next thing you wanna do is when you come back up here, you wanna pretty much just 360. So start here, and you wanna turn to your back side just like this. Ready? 270 in, perfect. 270-degree turn, and you roll away straight, and it's all freaking happy and rainbows. It's pretty easy, and once you make it onto that one, you can do it into this. And I'll show you again real fast, because it's not that hard of a trick, but it's pretty impressive, and not a lot of people can do it. Once you can do it into banks, you can do it in quarters. So like I said, I did the small bank, bigger bank. It's pretty much the exact same thing, but I'll do it on the little quarter over there just to give you the idea. Now, quarter pipes are a little scarier because they are a little bit more steep, and it's not a flat transition, but I would say start on the smaller quarter and work your way up, just like the first trick I showed you already. Pretty much, you just pull out a little bit more so you don't case, and you should roll away perfect. And obviously, once you can do it on the small quarter, you can do it on a big one like this. See, easy enough, right? Now, obviously, I've been doing a lot of these tricks for a long time, so it's not like these are new to me, but they probably are for you, because not a lot of people do them. But that's the second trick. It's probably one of the coolest, in my opinion, out of all these. It's also probably one of the easiest ones, but also the scariest, which is the best part of why it'll impress your friends. Okay, I promise you, if you do this out of nowhere in front of your friends that don't think you're that good, you're gonna have trouble getting their jaw off the floor, all right? Alright, now this one is a little bit more street, so if you guys like doing street tricks, this is going to be perfect. This is probably one of the most popular scooter tricks you can do on ledges, rails, and stuff like that. So, we're going to do a 50-50. Now, hopefully, if you guys want to learn this, you don't have to do this, but you probably want to be able to feeble first, because going for a 50-50 as your first grind, maybe not the smartest idea. But the best place to do this on is on coping, a ledge, or probably a flat rail, but a ledge is probably your smartest move, because it's the least dangerous. Okay, so like I said, the ledge is probably the easiest place to learn this, so that's what I'm going to teach you. Ready? Super fun, and try and find the lowest ledge you have at your park, preferably to be like a square at the end, so it's like that, and it's not like a round coping at the edge of it. But we're gonna try it. Actually, I'm gonna land. I'll show you. So like I said, it's pretty simple. It's kind of a lot like a feeble, but you just have to put both edges down, and you also definitely want to learn on the ledge because that's the safest way to learn it without actually getting smacked. Find a good ledge, not too small, not too tall, you know, something you're comfortable with, and come at it like a feeble, jump at it and try and push your deck. Oh goodness, can't even form, what the heck. Try and form it so you push at it so it locks straight in this way, because if you drop at it, you're more likely to fall out. But if you push in and you lock, you'll slide the whole thing and it'll be super butter. And it'll be easy for you to figure out and it won't take forever. And this is definitely one of the more popular street tricks because it's a little bit more dangerous, but you can do it on rails. Like most of the time, the only real tricks you can do on rails, especially a big rail, is like a board, backlip, or a 50-50. And if you have a super wide deck, it helps. Just like I have a 5 wide, so it's perfect size to learn it. But again, you can do it on coping just like this, which is a little bit scarier because most of the time, coping tends to be round like this. But it's pretty simple. It's a little scary to slide here. I'll try and slide it for a second. Oh! Yeah, it's pretty sketch because if you miss, you're going like this and you're just gonna yeet and you're gonna get freaking folded like an omelet. And now just like feebles, you can do it front side and back side. So, and I freaking missed. Oh, goodness gracious. Oh, that scared the crap out of me. So you can do a back side so the coping's on your heel or like this, or you can do it front side where the coping's on your toes, which is a lot. Oh God. Oh, that's never freaking not scary. All right, so like I said, the easiest places to learn it is probably on a ledge, but the more bigger you get, the sketchier it gets, because if you miss, you're screwed, okay? It's gonna hurt if you miss. Trust me, I've done that and it sucks. Now, like I said, if you miss, you're screwed, because if you miss, you're going like this. That's not gonna feel good. All right, so the fourth trick on our list. This one's probably the most difficult one because I actually just started getting good at this one actually pretty recently. Not that I couldn't do it, I just didn't do it a lot. So now a lot of people, if you can 180, this is gonna be pretty fun. And also, trust me, your friends, if you do this and you make it look easy and then your friends try it, they're gonna think you're like a whole god. This one's probably the easiest to do fly out, so let me show you. We're gonna do a 180 whip. So for 180 whips, you pretty much, I mean, you could do it flat, but that's probably the hardest thing. It's pretty much the first step into getting to do 360 whip. 360 whip is obviously the full 360 with a tail whip. This is just 180. So legit, find a good drop in, get a nice little speed, jump, 180, and you want to flick the whip as soon as you take off. Just like this. Right when you're about to turn, you want to get rid of the whip, flick it, and spin pretty hard, because a lot of times people screw this up. They don't spin enough, and they end up just landing kind of backwards, but not straight enough to the point where they could roll away and they just fall off. Now, if your skate park doesn't have any banks, all it has is quarters, which is actually pretty rare, try and learn it out of a flyout, for example. Find a quarter pipe you're pretty comfortable with and just do this. Same thing, 180 whip, half cab out. And then once you got that all done, you can pretty much add stuff to it. So once you can 180 whip, you can 3 whip like this. Boom, just like 360, pretty much the entire 180 that you're left with after you land fakie, but you do the whole thing. This is probably one of my favorite tricks I do, especially flat. It's really simple and you get it real clean, it looks nice. So that's how you 180 whip. It's actually super easy looking, but if you, like I said, if your friends try and try, they're gonna be like, bro, this is way harder than it looks. This will probably take you like maybe 5 minutes to figure out, as long as you can do both of these tricks. If you can whip and you can 180, you'll be in the game. Okay, so I had to save the best for last. This is probably one of my favorite tricks, and I absolutely love it. I'm pretty dang good at it if you ask myself. Next trick is one of the most difficult tricks to get really good at, but it's not too hard to get decent at. And that trick is probably one of the most popular but difficult tricks, a manual. Now, I've been doing manuals for like as long as I can freaking remember. That's like probably one of the most one of those tricks I've been doing forever, legit forever. I probably don't remember being able to not manual. You can literally manual probably anything. In fact, you can manual up stuff. You can go from flat across, down to flat, you know, just manual everything, you know? Everything to manual. Well, maybe not to go from like 0 to 100 real quick like I just did, but the easiest way to learn this is to do it flat on 1 foot. Now, this is a huge cheat code that I never actually learned until John Reyes taught me, which is probably the king of all manuals. If you can find a good flat spot, you literally find a good place to go, and you take 1 foot off and pull up with the front bars. It's super easy, and you have that extra point of balance as your back foot, and you can just practice it like that until you get it down, and then you can put both feet on and it doesn't look as weird. So you practice this in your garage, in your driveway, at a park, hop onto things, take 1 foot off, boom, and it makes it so much easier. But then you actually get the physics of it, and it makes it literally impossible to screw up. But your best bet, if you already have it decently on flat and you want to be able to do it at a park, out of ramps, I would say try and get a little lower than normal and use your legs to balance. Don't be as much in your back, because then you're just gonna go like this and fly and do like flip to your head. And if you really feel like cheating and make this easier for yourself, you can use the brake. I personally don't do that. I think it's really stupid. So yeah, you pretty much want to find your good foot positioning and then just squat a little bit, and then you can use your legs and your wrists to keep yourself balanced. It takes practice, trust me. It's one of those tricks that you really have to put a good amount of time into. It probably took me like 3 hours to get it completely down. Like I'll show you one of the, I'll do like a pretty crazy manual line real fast. All right, ready? Up manual, drop manual, okay, good, good. Hold it. See how my legs are bent a little bit and my arms are using it to balance? Perfect. Once you get good at this, you get really freaking good at it. Feeble. 270. Perfect. But it's that easy. Just a lot of people don't want to learn it because it takes more than like, you know, 5 or 10 tries to actually get the first step going. But once you get the first step going, the road is endless. We have one more bonus trick, but those are the top 5 basic tricks that you can do that probably won't take you that long. And like I said, for the 7th time, your friends are gonna be out of it. They're gonna be going crazy because I promise you, they look much harder than they actually are. If you guys want a little bit more, here's a bonus trick that's it's pretty similar to the first one, but it's actually a lot more difficult. For some reason, I don't know why it took me so long to learn this a while ago, but it did. All right, so the bonus trick is this, ready? So you guys remember we did whip feeble earlier? What I'm gonna teach you guys how to do is double whip feeble, okay? This trick is a little bit more difficult because you have to go a little bit more faster, but the only problem if you go too fast, you might not land in feeble. Now, this is only a bonus trick because a lot of the times you might actually have to be able to do the original trick. Like you definitely have to be able to do double whips. Now, this trick you definitely, and I mean definitely, need to find a bigger ramp, because unless you can tail whip like freaking faster than the speed of light, you're probably gonna want to be able to learn this on something big so you have a little bit more time. It actually requires a little bit more pop than just a simple whip feeble, because you don't have to go nearly as fast, and you also don't have to go nearly as far up. So obviously, like I said, you have to be able to double whip, which you obviously saw a double whip like this. Boom. 1, 2, easy, right? So if you have that unlocked, pretty much your best bet is to pop up a little bit more and just try and spot the coping with both feet. So I try and put both feet like right about here, just in case, oh my goodness, voice crack. Just in case you don't come around this way or you go too much this way, if your heels are here, you're not gonna slide down the ramp and eat crap and get freaking body. If you do that a bunch, eventually the scooter will get closer to your feet and you'll actually be able to land. And hopping in is pretty simple. It's just like the whip feeble. There's not much difference. So just like this, boom, you stay safe. If you notice how my feet were over top of here, so just in case I did slip, I'm not gonna go freaking down the ramp. All right, well, there you have it. Those are probably some of the easiest tricks that you can do that'll impress your friends. And let me know if you guys want more of these videos, and let me know if this helped. Oh, he just snapped his board. If you guys want more of this stuff, let me know in the comments below, but I think I'm gonna head out now. I'll catch you guys next time. Later.